Welcome back, YouTube. Titan Fragrances here, coming at you with kind of a hybrid type of video. We're going to go over a first impressions on a few things that I just got from this house, genre Parfums, and a recap of some stuff that I already had, give you a little insight on what I already have had, and hopefully on the next cycle when it opens. And I'll explain that a little bit. You'll have a little buyer's guide towards what I've experienced with them. But if you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy the content. This is where I'm going to cover my journey through this, my experiences, the pitfalls I've done, and maybe some of the home runs that have been hit. Some, everything from blind buys that I've done to hidden gems, cheapies, niche. I try to cover everything. I'm by no means an expert at this. I'm just a connoisseur. I really enjoy the different ones. I can just give you my take on what I've experienced. So with that being said, Genre Parfums is a inspiration house for the most part. They do have a lot of stuff that they bring out as originals, and that's something that I think is definitely something to check out if you're into unique, newer fragrances, stuff that is not readily available both in the designer realm, and it's definitely somewhere up there with the niche stuff, but at a much more cost-effective price to your pocketbook, okay? Before I get any further, I always like to highlight another reviewer that, because I highly recommend that all you guys out there check out the different channels. There's a lot of great guys and gals out there that have a lot of good content, and like I did, I surfed around just to see if I was looking at some particular line, or maybe I was looking at a certain house, or a certain style, maybe a fall, winter, spring. It didn't matter. I would check and see where I should focus my attention towards. If I got the same kind of hits on the same kind of fragrance, I'd do a little bit more study, whether I was into a blind buy or whether I was going to try to actually go to stores and find a sample that I could get a sniff on, right? But before any further ado, I'm going to put right here, Mersey Scents. He's got a lot of great stuff. He's over across the pond. I want to highlight him. I think he does a lot of great stuff. He's definitely a smaller channel like myself, and I'm all for helping everyone out. So give him a look. Okay, first and foremost, the inspirations that they do here are really top notch, and the presentation for the bang for your buck on this house, I think, is second to none. So what I'm going to show you is these are the 10 mils, right? These are the ones I did have. You can see right here. It's going to be hard with the lighting, but I got Noble Soul already, which is its take on Black Phantom. I got MM Extrait, which is MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. And Colonial 22, which is their take on Le Labo's Bergamot 22. That's what I already had. This was I purchased all these with the exception of this beauty right here, Voodoo, and I'll cover it a little bit more. This is from my good buddy Steve, the Fragrance Fanatic. Check his channel out too. He's got a lot of great stuff. But he did give this to me when we did our little collab. I'm very grateful because I don't want to spoil it, but this is probably the best one I've had out of this house so far. All of them are pretty dang good, both in scent and performance. But I'm going to go over that one in more detail in just a second. RAMC. As you can see, this was the old style bottles. Then he's gone into these. These were 60, these are 50, but man, it's gorgeous. If you can take a quick peek on those, really nice. They come like this. Nice fox leather. See that one? That's Essence, but magnetic. They stick. Super, attention to detail, the plaque, you can see right there, really nice for those into the presentation, of course. Now the 30 mLs, they come in this nice little embossed pouch, and even on the front, you can see it's got genre, I hope, get it in there. This is Utopia, their take on Elysium, which is a brand new one. Then their little pouch, again, their emblem. These are the ones I got right here. MDMA, Psychedelic Love. It's their take on Initio's Psychedelic Love. I got Sacred Oud, their take on Initio's Oud for Greatness. And I got Pendulum, which is their take on Side Effect. So, now that I covered kind of the Prezo, let me kind of cover what they basically run. 10 mils like these right here. Really look nice, like I said. Okay, real solid cap. Sprayer's pretty decent for this type of size bottle. You can get 3 for 25 bucks. And then of course you step it up to the 30 ml, which is these MMX straight, right? The cap's on sturdy. Nice little sprayer. You can see here. Boy, and just right off the top, put it to you this way. First round I got MMX straight. I had to go ahead and get the full one, and I do have the EDP of Baccarat Rouge 540. I smelled the X straight at Saks, and I was like, man, but the price point on that is quite a step up. So I started, trying to see if I could find it in a clone house or inspiration house. And when I came across this one, it was just that good. I had to go ahead and get the 30 ml. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to do a give back to my viewers, my subscribers. Give you a little sample pack of what I got here. Some of these, like that one, like MMX straight. But I'll leave that to the end. Okay. So, again, at first impression, the price point is phenomenal. Then he just started with a 15 ml for the originals, which is like Scents, and I'm going to cover these real quick in just a second. Scents and RAMC and Voodoo, and there are a 15 mil size, and those I believe are $30. No, 15 ml is 20 bucks, right? The 50 ml is 50 bucks. So even at $1 per mil, which again, now when it comes to the price point on stuff, this is just my take, my opinion on it. If you're going to have a collection that is, or a rotation with more than probably 20 fragrances, I don't go for, aside from the collection purposes now, 100 ml to me is just a little too much for anyone with a larger collection. You can really, it'll take forever for you to put that kind of a dent on 20 bottles at 100 ml. That's a lot of juice. So I would much rather suggest investing in having 30 mLs and below or so of various fragrances so you can have a rotation that works better. If you're only going to have 1 or 2 bottles, yes, go for the 100 ml, go for the bigger ones if that's what you really like. Signature scents, wear all the time. But if you're going to cycle through it, my recommendation is definitely go ahead and go with some different stuff. Go with some smaller bottles, even if the price per ml isn't as good as the bulk buy. But if it's just going to sit on the shelf, did you really save too much, or save a lot, or save sufficient enough to justify spending that extra cash, which you could have used towards another fragrance? But that's just me. You do what you want. Again, what I got in the new buys, I got Colonial 22. It's summertime. It's springtime. Summertime's about to get here. It's that good. I really enjoyed it. And for the price point, I had to add it in there because it's going to hit my rotation because it is very hot down here in Texas. So I got that one. I got the MMX straight, which, again, I really do like the Baccarat Rouge 540. I have the EDP in the actual one here. I do enjoy it. I do think this is the X straight is actually even better, but to pony up that kind of cash, I went with this since I have that one already, and it really does a great job. And the Utopia, because I do have Elysium, and I do have it in another couple clone houses. I do like this one quite a bit, so I figured I can't go wrong. Especially, again, it's about to be spring summer down here. And it has enough depth in it to use year round, but I think it's going to be a main staple in my rotation here coming up. So I had to get that one too. Then, of course, I absolutely love Oud for Greatness. One of my great buys. I think it's a gorgeous bottle. Price point is a little bit up there, but so I had to try their take on it. And so far, right off the top, I think it's pretty dang close. It smells really good. Definitely worth that little extra on there. So I had to get that. The Pendulum and MDMA both smell great. I don't have a reference to those. That's why I can't reference back and say how good is it to the other ones. but I just had to try Initio. I love Rehab, Oud for Greatness. Definitely a great one for me. These two, they smell great, but I don't have a reference, so I can tell you that. But with the other ones, like I said, since I did get Extrait as one of my bigger bottles, and I did get Colonial 22, and I figured I would throw in one of those others in there, but as my gift back to you guys, and all y'all have to do is just, be a subscriber to my channel and just comment down below on this video. Just say, I'm in. It's pretty simple. Or really any comment. I just welcome feedback. If you look at all my videos, I try to get back to everyone as fast as I can if I get notifications on there. But I'm going to give away these right there. These are gorgeous. I barely use much on them, but they are out of my own personal stash. The Extrait, the Colonial 22, and one of the other ones that I have here. I'll just give that to you. We'll probably do this until like Thursday of this week. Now let's do Friday. That way it's the whole week long. I hope to put this out sometime here soon. And that way I can just give back to you guys who are following, who are out there tuning in, because there's so many you can tune into, and I hope that I do add some value to what you're looking for, the things that you may be after, maybe a new house you're looking for. And but that's kind of what I've gotten from Genre. It definitely has some really, really good stuff. I think the price point is right online for everyone to be able to get a good quality product and still not break the bank. Expand your collection, expand your horizons, and definitely I think that Devin over there is doing phenomenal things. Shout out to Devin. I appreciate everything he does, his Facebook group as well. So if you aren't a part of it, that's how you actually order these. Get on Genre Parfums neighborhood, go in there, and he'll announce when he has. It's kind of a, almost an exclusivity thing. Every so often he's going to open up his ordering window, and that's when you can order up and get something that you may see here. He has a list of great stuff. Then they definitely are going to look great in any collection. I guarantee you. I was going to do, now that I'm going through this and it's taking a little bit of time, I was going to do a little bit more on the originals. I'm going to actually split that up to another video here shortly. So that way you can decide if you want to listen in on this one. I just want to give you a take on what I got, what they have to offer for you. But I'll do these a little bit more in-depth breakdowns, because I do have a lot more wearings on these, and I can give you a little more my take on them, give a little more note breakdown, which he does on his website anyways. But everyone out there, I hope you enjoyed this. I really do enjoy it. Be looking for more content. Like I said, I want everyone to have a great, safe time.